Hey, this is CJ Rosser with bcsurf.com, and I'm with you today to check out the Firewire Hellfire. This is one of the newest additions to the Firewire lineup, and it's meant to bridge the gap between your performance shortboard and your slightly thicker hybrid. With this board, we're really gaining some volume while maintaining that shortboard feel to make sure that you can make the best of the waves you have. So let's check this board out. First thing we're going to notice is this is a very much shortboard look to it. A little bit more angular nose, thinner tail, and a little bit more rocker to it than your Dominator or your Spitfire. And this gives you that more shortboard feel to it, which is more performance based. However, as we get a feel of this board and look to it, we're going to notice it has more volume. This board excels because it maintains the bottom curve, the thickness distribution, and the rail volume like a Dominator or Spitfire. This will let you paddle easier and get into smaller waves, or just get into the waves earlier so that if your waves are less than perfect, you can still go out and rip on them. As we look towards the tail, we're going to notice these cool little step down rails of the Spitfire. This has a little bit smaller rail to it before it kind of engages the rest of the board, and this lets you sink that rail really fast. It's not quite as thick, so you can get deeper and quicker into the water, so you have a more responsive feel. The tail is also a diamond tail, so it should shorten up the rails just slightly to keep your turning radius pretty small. As we flip that board over, you're going to notice it has a 5-pin configuration. Now, I love this type of configuration because it lets you customize the ride to get what you want. A little mushier, I usually throw in a quad set, get that extra speed to get around sections. If it's a little better outside, a little bit more swell, nice and clean, throw in a thruster setup to get that top to bottom feel for it. The bottom is also a triple concave with a big double concave towards the tail. This gives you a little bit extra lift and really maneuvers well at speed, so that way you're kind of covered on both ends. A little bit more or less powerful that day, you get the lift. A little bit bigger that day, you still have that nice control. The board does ride pretty well in worse conditions. For this board, you probably want to ride it 2 to 4 inches shorter than your standard performance toothpick shortboard, but more like 2 to 4 inches longer than your Dominator or Spitfire. It's great at bridging that gap, or if you're in a location that you can't really surf those tiny, thin shortboards, but still want that feel. The Hellfire also comes in Future Shapes technology as well as the Rapid Fire technology. With the Future Shapes, you get this nice white top. You also have the bamboo rails, and this is what gives Firewires that characteristic flex, where they go in, they build up energy, and they can release it. The bamboo is actually a pretty thick layer, so if you get hit in the shins with this, you're going to know it. But it also helps to prevent a lot of rail dings. The board has a layer of high-density foam in the Future Shapes technology that give it a lot of extra strength. So not only are these boards light, but they're also quite durable. The Rapid Fire technology keeps the same 1-pound EPS foam, so it's nice and light. It also is rather strong, although it lacks that high-density layer. Where it makes up, it does have the bamboo top sheet to give it some flex, and it's also got these cool carbon rods that run through it. It gives it a real consistent flex over a long period of time. And the great thing is both boards are strong and light, so with either technology, you're getting a really quality board.